as you're now moving into the parameters of your life where that is concerned. What we mean by that, by the parameters of your life, you're living all facets of your life in the third dimensional realm, in the human form where that is concerned. And now accessing all of those aspects of yourself in the human form where that is concerned. So you can now move out into the world in the full beingness of self where that is concerned. So in many ways, what is transpiring for you now as you move into your month of July, where that is concerned, moving out of your month of June, where that is concerned, is you're now beginning to access the multi-dimensional self, where that is concerned. The multi-dimensional self being, where that is concerned, living in the third dimensional form, in the human form where that is concerned, and fully connecting to the soul self where that is concerned, merging into all the parameters of your life as a multi-dimensional being where that is concerned. So you can see all aspects of life where that is concerned, based upon the soul self where that is concerned, or the soul imprint where that is concerned. So what is transpiring now for many where that is concerned, in many ways, what is transpiring for you where that is concerned is you're looking at what is transpiring in the third dimensional realm, and many are not understanding it where that is concerned from a soul perspective where that is concerned. As you move through the month of July and more readily access the soul self where that is concerned, or the soul imprint, you may become disillusioned based about what is transpiring in the third dimensional realm outside of yourself. You may not understand it where that is concerned from that soul perspective, because you are accessing more fully that aspect of your soul imprint or the soul life where that is concerned. So in many ways, even though you may understand it in the mental body, it is not resonating and vibrating in your heart space. As we said to you many times before, dear ones, what is transpiring in the human form where that is concerned resides in the mental body where that is concerned. As you integrate the soul self, it is integrating into your heart space where the soul self resides, and moving from the mental body into your heart space. And as you live in the depth and breadth of your heart space in the human form, you will release any attachments, or all the attachments, or most of the attachments you have to the third dimensional realm outside of yourself, where that is concerned. So that continues in your month of July as you now move forth in your month of July, beginning the second half of the year of 2026, where that is concerned. It is now doors are opening, dear ones. Doors are opening from the soul perspective where that is concerned. Not so much in the linear perspective of your life, but doors are opening, and many are now closing the old doors to the old, where the human perspective is concerned in the third dimensional realm, and moving through the new doorways that are opening in the soul perspective where that is concerned, as the soul begins to encompass you where that is concerned, and you're now resonating and vibrating at a higher resonance and vibration where that is concerned. What is transpiring now is your resonance and vibration is increasing where that is concerned, as you let go of the old wounding and the old trauma where that is concerned, and while moving freely about being who you are from a soul perspective where that is concerned. So the most important aspect in all of this as you move through your month of July is paying attention, raising your conscious and awareness when you are living in your vernacular, in your mental body where that is concerned. Noticing, becoming aware, and more conscious when you are in your mental body, in a linear form, connected or attached to the third dimensional realm. And then consciously move into your heart space. Many will fluctuate between that. But as you are moving into your month of July, based upon all that we have said to you in the previous months, in your months of your year of 2026, is now you're ready to move into that consciousness, the full soul consciousness of self, paying attention to what is transpiring in the world outside of yourself in the human form, but moving into your heart space, into the soul imprint, and asking yourself what resonates with me and what no longer resonates with me from that perspective. So it's most important as you delineate between the mental body, when you're functioning in the third dimensional realm in your mental body, And then when you're functioning in your heart space, to move into the truth of your being. So you can freely move through those new open doorways, being who you are. And in many ways, what is transpiring is many are finding the effects of this in their physical body where that is concerned. As we said to you in your month of June where that is concerned, is pay attention to what you ingest in your physical body where that is concerned. What you are putting into it in your vernacular where that is concerned. Because it's most important to maintain a high vibrational way of being where that is concerned from the soul perspective. So paying attention to what you ingest in the physical body where that is concerned, that may, in your vernacular, weigh you down or bring you back into a dense vibration of self where that is concerned. And it is most important to see what transpires in your life, what you partake in, the relationships that you partake in the third dimensional realm that may lower your resonance and vibration. You are moving into, as we said in your month of June, a new stratosphere of life, a new stratosphere of being where that is concerned. So you can now encapsulate all of that into the beings of you, who you are right now, and moving into a more weak consciousness with this where that is concerned. So in many ways you are refining, dear ones, and defining, dear ones, the relationships you are having in the third dimensional realm where that is concerned. And many may find that various relationships in the third dimensional realm may fall off where that is concerned, because as you move through this soul process where that is concerned, and live through the soul perspective where that is concerned, and knowing that that will be your norm moving forward, it is most important that you see and make yourself conscious and aware to what you are relationally involving yourself with in the third dimensional realm where that is concerned. However, it is not about, dear ones, isolating and separating yourself. Because now that you're resonating and vibrating at a certain level, it is about maintaining that energy, containing that energy as you move forward in the human form, because therefore you have incarnated into the human form. So what we are offering, dear ones, is a new way of being where that is concerned. And what we mean by fully being who you are. Looking at the third dimensional realm outside of yourself, at your attachments to it, where that is concerned. As the human would attach to it through wounding and trauma, where that is concerned. And raising your awareness and vibration, where that is concerned. And as we said to you in your month of June, and the previous months in your year of 2026, you will fluctuate between the heart space and the mental body. But what you will be transpiring for many in the month of July is your awareness and consciousness to the fluctuation, to the movement between the heart space and the mental body where that is concerned. Raise your awareness and consciousness, because this is another step in this process where that is concerned. As you move into the month of July and now begin the second half of your year of 2026, a period of time of raising your awareness and consciousness to the full beingness of who you are, and the awareness and consciousness of your attachments to the third dimensional realm outside of yourself, or the importance of your attachments to the third dimensional realm outside of yourself. So a question to ask yourself as you move through the month of July, beginning the second half of your year of 2026, when you encounter what is transpiring in the third dimensional realm outside of yourself, is ask yourself, what am I feeling? How does that make me feel? What is that activating or triggering inside of myself? And be with those feelings that are surfacing inside of you. And then move into your heart space to begin to nurture those aspects of yourself, knowing that you're resonating and vibrating at a higher level as you move through the open doorways in the second half of your year of 2026. So all in all, dear ones, this is a growth period. A growth period into the soul self. A growth period into the depth and breadth in your vernacular of your spiritual beingness where that is concerned. a growth period of releasing your attachments to the third dimensional realm outside of yourself, the need for gratification and validation from outside of yourself. The need to prove who you are on this pathway where that is concerned. Now accessing a greater depth of your talents, gifts, and abilities as you move into your month of July. So it is important, dear ones, to refine and define what your talents, gifts, and abilities are, so you can now incorporate that into the beingness of yourself, and utilizing those talents and gifts and abilities that resonate with you, that raise your resonance and vibration, so you can raise the right resonance and vibrations others on your pathway where that is concerned. So in many ways, dear ones, this is what you can expect as you begin the new journey through the open doorways in your month of July and the second half of your year of 2026.